In this video, we're going to do the actual calculations. Now, the savings is going to be based on this 20%. So we're going to multiply whatever the price is by that 20%. Now, I'm going to do this wrong first so you see what happens. If I take this cell, multiply, which is the asterisk key, times 20%, notice it gives me 419. That happens to be correct. C6 times B16. So as you can see, two cells are highlighted. The orange cell and the purple cell are highlighted. That means those are the two it's going to multiply. And I hit enter. Now watch what happens when I fill this down. I showed you in the last video how the formulas change. See it 17, 18, 19, 20? But look at 17, 18, 19, 20 down here. 8% and then nothing. So this 16 needs to say B16. So I'm going to go back up into that cell. I'm going to click after it, and I'm going to put a dollar sign in front of the B and a dollar sign in front of the 16. Okay? Now, by doing that, when I fill it down, it's always 16. It's always multiplying B16. So now when I click on a cell and edit it, no matter where I am, it's going to stay with that cell. See, it's still 20%. So now, when I look at the values, these are all taking 20%. Our sales price is going to be equal to list price minus the savings. Okay, take a double check. We have 20.95 minus 419, which gives us 1676. That looks right. Now this time, I want to look at each row. I want to look at these two. I want to look at these two. I want to look at these two. These two. Okay, so this time when I fill it down, take a look, do a spot check. 1095 minus 219, 876. So that makes sense. So again, let's look at the values. This time I do want the numbers changed, so I don't use the dollar signs. See, I have the dollar signs here. They don't change. No dollar signs here. They change. Sales tax, we're going to do that just like we did the savings, but we're going to use that cell. So equals the sale price times tax. And I want dollar signs there, so I'm going to put dollar signs in. Now you can type them like we did last time, or you can hit the F4 key on your keyboard if you have an F4 key. Just that'll put your dollar signs in. We hit enter. And we fill it down. Cost. Our cost is going to be these two prices added together. So this is a lot like our saving or sale price, but we're doing adding instead of subtracting. So it's going to be equals. Every time we start a formula, we have to start off with equals. This cell plus this cell. So again, make sure the number seems right. 1876 plus 134, about 1810. That sounds right. We do want this F6 to become G6, or I'm sorry, F7, F8, F9, and so on. So now I can fill that down. And now we have all the values filled in for this spreadsheet. Oh, totals. We want to add up everything above. So we have a special button for that. You see this button? This is called a sigma. That is auto sum. So if I click on auto sum, and I select the cells above, and I go to the blank cell below because that helps us if we add books later on. And I'm going to hit enter, and this added all the cells above. Again, sum means add. So if I read this formula, this says add up all the values from C6 all the way to C13. So I'm going to fill this across. Again, I'm taking that little blue box right there, and I'm filling it across. And notice this one is going to be the same exact formula, except for this one was C, this one's G. So when I filled it to the side, the columns changed right with what I was doing. So now I have all my values. I've added these up. I've used multiply with the dollar signs. Subtraction, I don't need the dollar signs. Multiplication, I need the dollar signs because we're looking at a constant. Notice these are all B17. And we're adding cells next to each other, so we don't want the dollar signs for that one. Column C, D, E, F, and G added up.